stop stopping, okay? Listen, we have to let go of this idea that having your prayers answered puts you on easy street. More often than not, your answered prayers require much work and even more trial and tribulation. Let's liken your answered prayers, your dreams, your destiny to childbirth, okay? Listen. When you find out that you're pregnant, you're super excited. I've been through miscarriages and it took me almost a decade to have my first baby. So honey, I was excited. You hear me? You couldn't tell me nothing. I was getting ready to have me a baby, made it through the first trimester, and I was elated. But shortly after that, my body began to change. I began to listen to my doctors and my midwives about what I could and couldn't do, how I had to change some things. Immediately, what I'm trying to say is immediately I started having to do some work in order to healthily grow what was inside of me that needed to be birthed. Are you following me? Now, after the 9 months was over and I get to the hospital with my midwife, in order to birth the thing that I asked for, that God put inside of me, that I need to push out into the world, I had to go through some of the worst pain that I have ever gone through. And right in the middle of it, when my midwife was like, okay, we got one more push and that's it. I want you to get all your strength together. I know the contractions are hard, but this is the last push, right? This is going to get your baby out into the world. The thing that God put inside of you to birth is coming out right after you push through the last contraction, the worst amount of pain. Are you following the analogy? Your answered prayers require work. And some of you are in that last push where it is so painful. And much like me, when it is time for me to birth babies, I have 3, you get to that part and you're saying, I can't do it. I cannot go through this pain. I cannot get this baby out. But I'm here to tell you, I hear the Lord saying to me when it is time for me to birth the things that are inside of me into the world. What else are you going to do, honey? You can't keep the baby inside, right? Did you ask me for this baby? Absolutely. Is this baby going to be a blessing? Absolutely. But first, you got to get it out of your body. Stop giving up. You can do it. You can push past the pain. And guess what? Since we're on a childbirth analogy, once you give birth, and you get past that newborn phase and your body has healed and all of that pain is in the past, guess what comes after the newborn phase? Toddlers. Guess what comes after toddlers? Preteens. They're getting hormones. Guess what comes after preteen? Teenagers. I hear that they're crazy. I don't have any yet, but I'm furthering the analogy to say to you, get out of your mind that idea that your answered prayers put you on easy street. No, your answered prayers require work, okay? Everything that you do on this side of heaven is going to be hard. You have to choose your hard. It's hard to be broke, but it's also hard to give birth to the thing that God has put inside of you that belongs in the world. So, baby, we're not getting easy street, okay? That is not going to happen. What are the kids saying now? I'm going to hold your hand while I say this. Easy is not coming. You just have to choose your hard. It's going to be hard to give up, and it's going to be hard to continue walking into your destiny. And I came today to tell you, choose your destiny, okay? Does that make sense? So to further our analogy, is it hard? Yes, it is so difficult to birth children, but is it worth it? Absolutely. I wouldn't change it for the world. And I am here to say to you that I suspect that what it is that God has put inside of you for you to birth into the world, though it is hard right now, it is going to be worth it. So stop stopping, okay? Let's finish this thing. If you are ready to finish this thing, type in the comments, let's go. Okay, and as usual, instead of telling you to have a good day, I'm going to remind you that you will have the day you design.